Good morning, traders. Michael Sabo here with RJO Futures, Senior Commodities Broker, and want to talk to you here about give you some commentary here in the energy markets. Let's take a look here. First of all, we've got crude oil here right now. The August contract trading slightly lower here this morning. We're off about $1.13 at around 84.70. Brent also weaker, although not as much. We're around 99.43, off about 80 cents there. So give me a call if you want to talk about that WTI Brent spread. A lot of opportunities there. We have started to see that widen out a little bit. If you want to get into more detail, give me a call on the trade desk or drop me an email. Taking a look at the nat gas market here, also weaker, 276.10. We're down about 9 to 10 cents there, so seeing a bit of weakness in there. Seems, you know, we push up near that $3 area as we crossed over it here, you know, just recently, and then they kind of back it down underneath there. So seeing a little bit of weakness there. The complex weaker also. RBOB around 276.70, off about 50 cents there, and the heat 273.72. That's off about 2.5 cents there. So a little bit more weakness there in the heating oil. Did have nat gas inventory numbers come out here just a little bit ago, and we did see a build. Was expectation to see a build. Build was slightly more than what they were looking for. Saw a build about 33 BCF there. So, you know, not too much of a surprise, but just outside the expectations there a little bit. If you'd like to get put on the distribution list there for inventory numbers, give me a call or shoot me an email, and we can get you added to that. I fire those out, you know, for the DOE, the numbers there on Wednesday, as well as the nat gas numbers. Taking a look at some of the fundamentals here right now. Why do we have oil prices pulling back here today? Well, you know, we are seeing the IEA releasing some information here. They're talking about possibly seeing some slowing overall global demand for oil. So, you know, we get, you know, news back and forth there. So we just recently had some coming out that they were showing the demand outlook for the remainder of 2012 to be unchanged. Here now, the IEA suggesting a little bit differently. So, you know, back and forth, a lot of market noise there. Outside markets are weak. I mean, take a look at the equities markets. They were slightly up yesterday. You know, several of the last sessions over the week, we've been in the red here. The market's been pulling back there, so keeping some pressure on there. Also, dollar index. Dollar's been a little bit firmer here, so that's kind of putting pressure on a lot of different commodities, certainly hitting the energy markets here a little bit. You know, the one thing I think that's interesting to note here is you look at the operating capacity here for the refineries, and that's actually running really strong right now. We're currently running around 92.7 versus year-ago levels of around 88%, and then taking a look at the 5-year average around about 89.38%. So certainly, you know, demand though for crude here in terms of, you know, looking at a refining capacity seems to be, you know, fairly on the stronger side. So we'll keep an eye on that. We got to watch here. We got China's GDP numbers coming out here on Friday, so you know, I think a lot of traders are looking to take some cue from that. Technicals, you know, we saw a high here yesterday of around 86.50 here, which was a very impressive move yesterday. That 84 area held up very nicely, caught a nice big rally out of there. They're backing some of it off here today. So far the low today, 84.21, but you know, as I mentioned, I like that 84 area for support. So aggressive traders, I think you can come in, look to buy, you know, buy that area up right around that 84. If we fail through there, we could be, you know, trading down around the 81.25 area, I think is the next major key support. So keep an eye on those areas. Give me a call on the desk. We can talk a little bit more in detail on that. And for those of you that are short-term traders, talk a little bit more about entry exit points. If you're a long-term trader, you want to discuss some option strategies in that market, give me a call. Got some ideas there. We're starting to put together more medium to longer term play in that market. The number to the trade desk, of course, is 1-800-367-7290. And always remember that the risk of loss does exist in futures trading, and that it may not be suitable for all traders.